That's why I tell y'all not to focus on other people. Focus on what you're doing right now. You're not behind. You're not late. You're exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. Trust that what's meant for you is making its way to you. I promise you. And it may seem like it's not, but it is. You know, the funny thing about life is that the things that you want most usually come when you stop chasing them. I hate to say that, but it's true, because just think about it. You ever notice how, for example, if you go chase love, right, and then you stop, someone appears? Like, somebody comes out of it's almost like it almost seems fake the way that it happens out of thin air. Or the second you stop stressing over money, new opportunities start to open up. Or you finally get that call after you stop stressing. When you stop trying so hard to be successful, that's when things just start falling into place. Out of nowhere. It's almost like the universe be waiting for you to just stop. That way it could give you what you want. That way you can receive everything you've been asking for. That's what it seemed like. But why is that? Why does that happen? Why do we only find certain things when we least expect them? When you chase something, whether it's love, success, money, whatever it may be, you move out of desperation. That's what happens. And when you think like that, that's what happens. That's what happens. You ever notice how when you desperate for something to work, it never works? Do you notice how that happens? When you want it so bad and you desperate for it to work, it just, nothing ever comes out of it. Nothing. You chase love and people run from you. Same thing. You beg for opportunities, they never come. Doors don't even come close to opening. You force success, and then guess what? You burn out. You burn out before you can even get the success. Because when you too focus on that, you know what happens? You don't have yourself. You block yourself. That's what tends to happen. And what do I mean you block yourself? I mean you block yourself from receiving whatever you've been asking for. That's what happens. You knock yourself out of position. But that moment that you stop forcing it, you just surrender and you just focus on what's in front of you, life starts working. Life starts working not only in general, but it starts working for you instead of working against you. Yeah. You got to let go of that type of mentality. You know, seeing, like, letting go doesn't mean that you giving up. That's not what I'm saying at all. It means you shifting your focus on things, right? It means instead of obsessing over what you don't have right now, you pour into what you do have. Refocus your energy on something better. You stop searching for love, for example, and you start loving yourself. How about we do that? Because now that I'm on the topic, you really don't need nobody. See, when you love yourself, you'll get a whole different type of energy. That feeds off on people. You know that, right? your energy and your vibe, your type of energy you have about yourself, it'll rub off on people. You start stressing about money, and then you focus on skills that you can make, that can make you valuable. How about that? Instead of you stressing over every nickel and dime, refocus your energy. All right, I'm gonna find me a skill that I could do so I can become more valuable to somebody. That's just like now, when I do videos, I feel like it's cringe. Not cringe, but I don't say, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I just think that's kind of corny. I'm not going to ask for something and you haven't even received nothing from me yet. I'd rather you get some valuable gain from me or something valuable before you consider, man, you know what? I'm about to hit subscribe. That's just me, though. I want to give you something valuable before, I earn that. I'd rather earn that rather than just asking or, saying it every video. I don't even say that in none of mine for that reason. I want to earn that. Everything I got in my life, I'd rather earn than just getting it. I don't mind having to earn that. You got to stop chasing happiness. That's another big one. And then learn to appreciate the small moments in your life or small moments in your day. Because when you constantly chase all day, what do you have left? Nothing besides being tired and burnt. I'm telling you, when you stop all that and you refocus, that's when things start to come to you naturally off the strength. When you no longer need people to feel whole or need things to feel whole, things start to become better for you. Matter of fact, you ever wonder why people always seem to have it all, right? I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not luck. It's not luck at all. It's not magic. It's not none of that. They don't have some magic carpet like Aladdin and then they floated away and flew to riches. It's not what happened. It's because they've mastered the art of letting go. Letting go. And allowing things to flow into their life instead of forcing them. You don't got to force no energy, whether that's a person you want in your life. You shouldn't have to force somebody to want to be around you. To me, if you want to go, go. That's just what it is. I'm not forcing nobody to be in my life that don't want to be here. Bye. You stress over money. For what? I know bills is tight. That might be a situation. I understand that all too well. I do. It's apps you can make money on. It's plenty of things you could do to maybe even, like I said, start freelancing work. Build your own skills so you can become more valuable. That's how you get money. Get a skill, become valuable, make money. It's simple math. Don't force stuff. And you gotta change. I'll just tell you a personal story about me, because what I'm saying is what I had to do. A lot of people don't know, but I've been on YouTube since like 2021. It's 2025 now. Things didn't start looking up until like last year, even the year before that. But a while back, I was obsessed with trying to make everything happen all at once. I was doing so much and wanted success at all my goals. And I knew it wasn't going to happen overnight. I knew that already. But I wanted to control every little outcome in my life, whether it was a video that I did that went bad, or if it was something I was working on for the brand and then the sample came out bad, whatever it may have been, whatever I was working on. The minute stuff started to become like second nature is when I sat back and was just like, I kind of just left it in God's hands, and I just took every day a step at a time, because it was no point in me trying to force everything. I always knew I was going to be doing this. I always knew that I had the potential to be doing what I'm doing now. I just had to wait my turn, be patient, and take it a day at a time. That's it. I ain't have to force nothing. Granted, it took a couple years, but I was patient. Like I told y'all before, that's the hard part. It's still having faith and still being patient that it is going to work out. As long as you keep moving forward, as long as you keep grinding, as long as you keep hustling, it's going to happen for you. Because if this is what you want, or anything else out of life, you got to eat, breathe, and sleep this, bro. That's just how it go. If you want it bad enough, you going to outshine and outwork the people around you. Slow progress is better than none. I told y'all, I started with 10 of us. And we all started at the same time. Now it's just me. It's about who gonna want it more than the other person. That's all it is. I don't care how long it takes, because I know there was a time when I did want to give up, and that time I wanted to, things just took off. So don't tell me what you can't do. It's about what you gonna do and how you gonna keep going and persevering through that, right? I don't want you to burn out. I don't want you to get frustrated. I know it feels like the more you push, the further everything gets. And it does. But when you let go, it doesn't anymore. All right? Now, everything for me started to flow. Like the content started to flow. You know, I got people reaching out to me now that I'm finna soon collab with. New opportunities just started to open up. It was just this whole 360 just happened for me, and the energy changed. And not only that, but people could feel it. People could feel the energy that I got in videos. It's like it's projected onto them, that wants them to strive for more. They want to strive for better. And that's my whole point. That's my whole point. And that day is when I realized when you need to trust the process. Trust the process and focus on what you can control in this moment right now. It'll start working in your favor. Don't focus on things you can't control and that's out of your hands. That's how you become more stressed. So if you're in a place right now where you feel stuck, you feel like things aren't working out, take a step back, because I had to do it plenty of times. Heck, I even did it on here too. I think I got a video on here that says I quit. But really it was just me taking a break for a day, because I need that, you know? Trust that what's meant for you is already written. I promise to God it's already written. What's already meant for you, you'll find it eventually. It may seem like you're not seeing it right now, and it's probably because you're not ready. But the minute you are, it's gonna reveal itself to you, for sure, because it did it for me. And I'm telling y'all the truth. I know what can happen. I know firsthand, because I was in the same boat like some of y'all was, not believing, in and out of faith. Like, man, what's the point of doing this? It's a point. I was in the same boat. So how do you even apply this type of mindset or this type of refocus to your life? You got to stop chasing and start attracting. That's all, y'all. I'm going to give you a couple of things. So the first thing, right, you got to focus on growth, right? Not the goals. Okay, now here's what I mean. And I know I talk about goals a lot, but instead of obsessing over the end result of the goal, focus on becoming the person who naturally attracts what they want. That's going to go over a lot of people's heads. But if you receive what I'm saying and you can get what I'm putting down, check me out. You want success, right? Everybody do. Why don't you start building discipline? Because a lot of y'all aren't disciplined. If your goal was to save 50,000, guaranteed, if you had 10,000 put up right now, you probably done touched it or spent some of it. That's what I mean by staying disciplined. Somebody who's going to stay disciplined, if their goal is 50 racks and they got 10, they're not going to touch the 10. They're going to keep putting it up so they can build another 10 and another 10 and another 10 and another 10. That's staying disciplined. Not you being up 10,000. Man, I'm finna go blow. For what? Man, I'm finna go buy this. For what? You ain't even at your goal yet. Discipline. You want love? You want money? Work on yourself. Work on happiness within yourself. Start by being present for you. Because a lot of y'all are absent because you're so distracted and so depressed or so sad. You're not with yourself no more. You're losing yourself. Find yourself again and start being present for you before you start being present for other people. Ooh. I know I'm talking to somebody. You need to create and work towards your goals, but don't grip them so tight to the point where you strangling them. You get me? Give your best effort at all times, Then let the results unfold. Trust the timing. Trust the timing of your life, because a lot of y'all, we tend to focus on other people's lives, right? Because they may be doing something that we want to do, and maybe they're progressing a little faster than what we are. But I'm going to tell you, you're not too late, and things tend to happen when you least expect it. I'm telling you. That's why I tell y'all not to focus on other people. Focus on what you're doing right now. You're not behind. You're not late. You're exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. Trust that what's meant for you is making its way to you. I promise you. And it may seem like it's not, but it is. Look, at the end of the day, the things you are looking for, they will find you in time. That's just the hard part, is waiting for the time part. That's it. And I don't want you to be desperate for them or move in desperation. I don't want you to do that. Not when you forcing. When you focus on what you do have, you'll be better off. Don't focus on what you don't have. Okay? They'll come when you least expect it, when you're busy. You know, become the best version of yourself first, right? When you live in an alignment with yourself and your purpose, that's when they come. That's when it comes.